Peugeot 206cc in nice, looks like Ferrari red. This is a 1.6 16 valve. They did them in different models, and they did the 2 litre 16 valve, they did the 1600 HDI engine in them. The 2 litre is a good one. The HDI one, I don't think they're really that good. So let's have a look around it. They come with the leather interior with the GTIs and the Peugeot CC. I'll show you around the interior. It's a nice lovely interior on it, a nice leather interior all the way down. It's even got airbags on the side, so what's pretty good for one of these, it's got twin airbags, so passenger and driver's side. It's got nice sporty pedals to it. They're not like too small, they're not like too far apart or too close together. They're quite just perfect. It's got a nice sporty gear stick. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I think the gear stick, the pedals are from a GTI. Don't quote me on that. And even the glove box has got a bit of chrome to it. I like the colour of the dash, where it's fully black, apart from the centre console. It's like a dark grey, so it's not like in your face grey. It's a lovely little car. The back seats, well, if you can call it back seats, there we go. I think they're just basically there for show. You can actually get people in back, what I've been told, in back of these, but you got to have the seats right far forward to get somebody in. It's got a nice big boot, but once you get the roof down, it's not exactly a good boot, sorry, anymore. This is your boot space. Sorry about the sun. It's got a nice sound system. That's a sub in back, what comes as standard on the CCs. But yeah, that all there. Don't know if you can see it better, but from that clip there to the floor, that's how much boot space you've got. You can get some shopping in it, but once you've got the roof out, you've got all this way right up to the top of this roof here, boot space. So it's quite big boot afterwards. The boot lid is a quite big heavy thing. It's a very, very big heavy boot, especially for like a young lass, or you know, a woman, you know, driving one of these. Even for me, it's very heavy to pull. That is with all the workings of the roof, because the roof has to come back on itself to get the roof back up. So the boot actually goes both ways. I'll show you a video of it going up. So that's why it's quite heavy. They kept the 206. They kept the rear bumper the same. I like how they put the fog light in the middle. I've always liked that. I've always liked these like 206s. The lights, I like how they blend with it. It's got GTI alloys, what came as standard. So it's a very nice car. The older 206s, Just try to get you out when it's sun. The Audi 206s, that glove box there actually came with the same colour of your interior. So whatever your seats were, it was there. Like this one it's got leather interior, so glove box is leather. I like it black because it suits it. I've seen these 206s with a really, like, let's say bogey green interior, and that glove box was bogey green and the dash was black. It stuck out like a sore thumb, literally like a sore thumb. Sound system on it, it's got 1-inch door, and then you've got a nice tweeter up top, and it's a JBL system. What's in it? They come as standard. Comes with a CD player. All CCs came with a CD player in it. All 206s CCs came with climate control. The other 206s, it depends which model or range, they did actually come with climate control, but other ones came with like knob dials, so you just turn them that way. The only downside that I've got with this car, when I drove it, because I've had it for 2 days, this car now, is this button for roof. I keep knocking it with my elbow, and then it goes mental, goes beeping. And then another option is these window switches. I don't like them there, and I don't like the mirror switch there either, because to me, from the from the gear stick to the handbrake and then to the door, that is my space. I don't want people climbing up, you know, put their hands over and all. I don't like it when I'm driving. I don't like it. So having that, let's show you, on the opposite side of the handbrake, that just irritates me. Especially when I took my son out in this the other night, and he said, where's the window switches? How do I put window down? So I had to tell him, and then he put his hands down there while I was changing gear. So it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's a stupid idea that. They should have just put them on door like a normal car dealership. Not dealership. Manufacturer. They should have just put them on the door, and I'm done with it. Then you won't have that trouble. I like how the Peugeot, they have the colour coded top parts on mirrors. I like that. That is nice. The front of the 206, I love the sporty feeling. Well, not feeling, the look, sorry. It has this like aggressive look on the lights. Like old Max Power people, they used to put slants on your bonnet, you know, they used to weld a strip onto bonnet to make them actually look like that. So it's actually amazing. A manufacturer's actually done that. I actually like that. I like how it's got the fog lights in it. A lot of convertibles don't come with fog lights, like my Beetle. That didn't come with fog lights in it. This is the 1.6 16 valve engine. They came with two other engines, only in the CC. They came with the 2 litre 16 valve and the 1600, no sorry, the 1.6 HDI, and that was a diesel. The diesel, I've drove the diesel of one of these. To me, it feels a bit sluggish until you get up to top of RPM, like 3000 RPM, and then here go, then turbo kicks in. Apart from that, that's quite a nippy engine anyway for one of these. You don't need something what's gonna just suck on fuel anyway. A big 2 litre in one of these is just ridiculous, because it'd be like nose heavy then. The car's heavy as it is, because with all the roof. But yeah, it's a stunning car, what I think. but I don't know what anybody would think. I've always said I always liked the 206s, but if you got the normal 206 just with the hard top, you'd be looking like from 1.1 to the 1.4, going up to the 2 litre. You'd be going up and up and up in engine range. Only in CC, they only did 3 engines. What's a shame, because something like this, maybe 1.4 would have been alright in it, but who knows, it might have been not power enough to pull it. Let's see what that bonnet looks like when it's down. Right, there we go. It looks even more stunning. When they actually used the 206 in the WRC, it was my favourite car there. I love this design, what they've done on the bonnet. I actually love that. That just shows it off. It's a stunning car. You can see what I mean by the lights. People actually used to modify the cars to look like that. And what they've done, Peugeot, they've put the indicator there. So when it's flashing, it's the inside part what flashes, not on the outside. The outside is your side light, and then your headlight, and then your indicator. So I think it's a quite stunning little car. I don't know if you would class this as a hot hatch. I think you do. But there is some more quirks to it. I noticed when I took it out in dark, it's got automatic headlights, as you can see there, with an auto button. I could not switch that off, so I don't see the point. I don't see the point in that. They should have just kept it automatic, and you just change that. But I couldn't turn the automatic off. I couldn't turn it off. So yeah, let's have a watch with that roof going up, and then we'll go for a run. As you can see now, it looks quite nice with the roof up. If you noticed, when I was putting the roof down, I had to put it back up because I put the clips back down. So I had to put it up to get the clips down to put the roof down. It was my stupid fault. Well, let's have a look at that size of that boot now. There's a bit up and a big massive boot. Right, so you've got that. That actually tells a switch inside, so it's safe to bring your roof down so it doesn't smash the back glass. So all you do is pull that forward, push it back, and now look at that boot. You'll get a few dead bodies in there. It's quite a massive boot. Especially when you haven't got no in boot, that sound system sounds even better. I've something in boot what's rattling around it just annoys you, as I know, because I tried it. So there we go. Let's go out for a test drive. Right, we're in car. It calls to put my sun glasses on because it is quite sunny today. So here we go. When the owner bought this car, last year, I believe. It only had a few weeks MOT left, and she drove it around while it still had MOT on it. But we noticed the back box were missing, so the owner said, oh, it just needs a back box putting on, just needs one on. So we got a back box for it, and it turned out it needed a middle section. And when I went to go fit it all, the back chassis legs, but the driver's side just needed one plate, but the passenger side, what actually holds the back box on, was totally gone. It wasn't even there. So I had to make it from scratch, make a whole entire new chassis leg, and then make a bracket to put the exhaust rubber on. It also needed welding on both floor panels at the front where your stabiliser bars come off. They were proper gone. There were that much welding to it, and if they took it to a garage, they probably might have ripped this car off, because there was that much rot in it. But all the rot's been cut out, fresh metal's been put in, and now it's sound, past its MOT with flying colours. So, and it's been used ever since. It's a lovely car to own. If you just want like a first time convertible, this is perfect for you. Because the last one owns it, she's still learning to drive. So she loves this car to bits. She's named it, and I don't know what she's named it, but she loves it to bits. As you can tell, she's put this on, and she won't change the car, because A, it's a convertible, B, it's red, and C, it looks very classy for her. If you ever come to ever have the opportunity to buy a 206cc, just do a few checks when you're buying one of these. Firstly, when you go to buy one, make sure the roof goes up and down by itself without any trouble, no whining, and it doesn't take a long time for it to go up or down. These Peugeot 206ccs really badly suffer from the roofs going. You can actually disconnect the pump and make it do it manually, but the roofs are so heavy, it's hard work. Also, what's bad for these Peugeots CCs are the gearboxes. When they're working, like this one, they're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But I've done a few gearboxes on these now, and they've all got very different things. Two of them had differential inside the gearbox blow up. One of them was that the third and fourth gear synchro went. If you want a nice, cheap convertible, I do recommend the 206cc. You can buy them up, you can pick them up cheap. They're not very expensive to repair. They look good. They don't sound like they've got masses of power in under bonnet on them, but gets you to where to be. The gearbox is like silk. It just glides into every gear, so it's perfect for somebody who's just passed the test, because then they're not struggling to get into gear. I know a lass bought a Corsa sports version, and the gears was very close together on that,
and she struggled with that. She struggled with it, and she was going into wrong gear. She was going into fifth instead of fourth or third. She got that sick or tired of it. She actually felt there was something wrong with the car. Bless her. But yeah, she got rid of that in end, and she got another Corsa with the same engine, but this one's just got a normal gearbox in it, and she's not had any trouble with it. So it just goes to show, if you've got a stupid sporty gearbox, it's not very good for a first time learner. But this is perfect for a first time learner for me, because she won't have tons and tons of friends in it. She'll only have one friend, because it's a two-seater. And she won't go bombing around in it because all the mates in back going, oh yeah, go faster, go faster. So she won't be stupid in it. So there we go. That's the Peugeot 206cc. If you like more, comment down, well, like and share. And if you want anything putting on or anything changing, just comment down below. See ya.